James Gallo, Derek Kletzel in the Golden West Trailer and Equipment broadcast booth. Going downstairs for the Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Gord Burnett going through the 8-4 Warrior win. Gord, initially, how about this one tonight? This is a big team effort for your squad. Would you not agree? It took everybody on the ice to come away with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought the guys did a good job, and getting down a little early and fighting our way back. The power play was big for us, and took everyone out there, and I thought we did a pretty good job.
In that first period, the game seemed tight, but it also seemed fast, and you get 6 goals in the frame. What was your assessment on the first? Was it as clean as you would like? Was it maybe in the defensive zone, not as clean as you guys would like to be? What's your take on that first period?
Yeah, it is fast. It's very fast out there. This is as fast as any team in the league, and they come at you in waves as they hold on to pucks, and as you get stuck in your own zone a little bit, that's where it can get ugly. So it's important that we I thought our exits were actually pretty nice in the first period. They're pretty good, but they need to lead to better entries. So I think that'll be a focus for us, is if we can have our exits lead to better entries for us tomorrow. But yeah, it's important that you don't get stuck in your own zone against a team like this.
As you guys talked about, you went down too early in the first. What was it like on the bench? Was there lots of composure? Was there anything specific said by the coaches or the leadership group?
Oh, did we lose Gord? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you know what? There's nothing specific, but I was impressed with our composure. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was impressed with our composure after getting down too. We were still confident in our abilities, and especially we're confident getting on the power play. We know what got a couple high-end players out there that can make you pay if you take a penalty. So we didn't get too down on the 2 goals against. We stuck with it. I thought overall, I think it was one of our better games, playing with the puck down low below the hash marks down in their zone. It's the best game I can think of that we've done that all season. So when you do that, I think kind of like what that their game's a little bit predicated on is doing that, and then that it leads to so many other things when you can hold on to pucks in the ozone. But to answer your question, I guess no. On the bench, I was impressed with their composure. Sometimes with young players, they can get a little bit emotional in those situations, and tonight. We didn't do that. We stuck with it, and then you can see the results from not wasting our energy getting mad about things.
There was a couple instances in the first period where they were able to win a couple battles and catch you guys on short odd man rushes. That seemed to get a lot better as the game went on. Was that a focus in between periods?
Yes, absolutely. We turned over 7 pucks in the neutral zone in the first period. You can't do that against Winnipeg ICE. They'll kill you if you do that. So you know what? I don't know the exact number in the second and third, but it wasn't 7 combined in the next 2 periods. So you're absolutely right. If you're going to do that, you better be ready to defend in your own zone. So we limited that. We talked about it in the first intermission, and then we limited it in the second and third period. And I thought obviously it paid off in the end.
Gord, I'd just like to ask you about a couple of players. First off, how about Lyndon Lakovich? 2 goals for the young 16-year-old, including the game winner. How are you seeing him grow and develop here in the playoffs?
Yeah, heck of a game by Lyndon. Obviously, he had the 1 turnover that obviously we're digging out of the back of our net, but he made up for it with 2 goals. His puck skills are just apparent for everybody that they can see. But the growth from the season, just being in the right spots, at the start of the year where you could might count some of the circles that he was doing on the ice, to now being in more right spots at the right time. The game's a lot about that. If you're just in the right spot, you're going to get some opportunity offensively, but you're also going to get an opportunity to defend just by being in the right spot at the right time. So I think his game's grown a lot in that area, just understanding that you can't go for a skate, especially against a team like Winnipeg, how fast they are and what they try and do in their transition game.
Another guy is Martin Rye-Savvy, and I think Martin would admittedly say he didn't have a good first half. He's been really good in the second half, and he's kind of elevated here in the postseason. How have you seen Martin take his game to another level?
Yeah, Marty, Yeah, a little bit up and down in the first half, but leading into the World Juniors, those 3 games leading into there, I thought he was incredible. Came back, obviously, he had a couple of injuries this season that kept him out a little bit, but I think his game's grown and grown. And when he's skating and he's at full speed coming into the zone and he wants to hold on to pucks and make it hard on defenders, that it's tough to defend for anybody. Any D in this league with that big body coming at you at full flight, it's going to be tough to stop him.
I really like how you worked the slogan in there too. Full flight. That was the good. That's the hashtag the Warriors are using. Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Gord Burnett. Congrats on the victory. Good luck coming up in tomorrow's game 4.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for having me.